Today our topic is how to find strength in solitude. Solitude is often misunderstood. Many people think of it as loneliness, but it is not the same thing. Loneliness is a feeling of sadness when you are alone or feel disconnected from others. Solitude, on the other hand, is a choice. It is the act of being alone with your thoughts, your feelings, and your inner self. It is a time to reflect, to recharge, and to grow. In a world that is always busy, always noisy, and always demanding our attention, solitude can be a rare gift. It is a chance to step away from the chaos and find peace within yourself. But how do you find strength in solitude? How do you turn being alone into a source of power and inspiration? Let us explore this together. First, it is important to understand why solitude is valuable. When you are alone, you are free from distractions. You are free from the opinions of others, the pressures of society, and the constant noise of the world. This gives you the space to think clearly and deeply. You can ask yourself important questions. Who am I? What do I want? What do I value? These are questions that often get buried under the busyness of daily life. But in solitude, you can uncover them. You can listen to your own voice, not the voices of others. This is where strength begins when you know yourself. Solitude also allows you to face your fears and insecurities. When you are alone, you cannot hide from yourself. You must confront the parts of you that you may not like or that make you uncomfortable. This can be difficult, but it is necessary. Strength does not come from avoiding your weaknesses. It comes from acknowledging them and working on them. In solitude, you can sit with your emotions, anger, sadness, fear, and understand them. You can learn to accept them without letting them control you. This is a powerful lesson. It teaches you that you are not your emotions. You are the one who observes them, and that means you have the power to choose how to respond. Another way to find strength in solitude is to use it as a time for self-improvement. When you are alone, you have the opportunity to focus on your goals and dreams. You can read books, learn new skills, or practice mindfulness. You can use this time to become the person you want to be. Think of solitude as a blank canvas. You have the freedom to paint whatever picture you want. You can create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. But this requires effort. It requires discipline and commitment. It requires you to take responsibility for your own growth. In solitude, there is no one to blame but yourself. This can be scary, but it is also liberating. It means you have the power to change your life. Solitude also teaches you to be self-reliant. In a world where we are often dependent on others for validation, approval, or support, being alone forces you to rely on yourself. You learn to trust your own judgment and make your own decisions. You learn to be comfortable in your own company. This is a valuable skill. It builds confidence and resilience. When you know you can handle being alone, you become less afraid of challenges or setbacks. You realize that you are enough just as you are. This is a profound realization. It frees you from the need for external validation and allows you to live authentically. But solitude is not always easy. There will be moments when it feels uncomfortable or even painful. You may feel restless, bored, or anxious. These feelings are normal. They are part of the process. The key is to sit with them, to observe them without judgment. Do not try to escape them or distract yourself. Instead, use them as an opportunity to practice patience and self-compassion. Remember that growth often comes from discomfort. Every moment of struggle is a chance to learn and become stronger. One way to make solitude more meaningful is to create a routine. Set aside time each day to be alone, even if it is just for a few minutes. Use this time to meditate, journal, or simply sit in silence. Focus on your breath and let your thoughts come and go without holding on to them. This practice will help you develop a deeper connection with yourself. Over time, you will find that solitude becomes a source of peace and clarity. It becomes a space where you can recharge and find balance. Another important aspect of solitude is gratitude. When you are alone, take a moment to appreciate the small things in life. Notice the beauty of nature, the warmth of the sun, or the sound of the wind. Reflect on the people and experiences that have shaped you. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It reminds you that life is full of blessings even in difficult times. This mindset can bring you strength and hope. Solitude also allows you to reconnect with your passions and creativity. When you are alone, you have the freedom to explore your interests without judgment or interruption. You can write, paint, dance, or play music. You can dream big and imagine new possibilities. Creativity is a powerful tool. It allows you to express yourself and find meaning in your experiences. It reminds you that you are capable of creating something beautiful, even in moments of solitude. Finally, solitude teaches you the importance of presence. In a world that is always rushing, being alone forces you to slow down. It forces you to be present in the moment. This is a gift. It allows you to fully experience life with all its joys and sorrows. When you are present, you notice the details that often go unnoticed. You appreciate the richness of life. This awareness brings a sense of peace and fulfillment. In conclusion, solitude is not something to fear or avoid. It is a powerful tool for self-discovery, growth, and strength. It allows you to know yourself, face your fears, and take control of your life. It teaches you to be self-reliant, grateful, and creative. It brings you closer to the present moment and helps you find peace within yourself. So embrace solitude. Make it a part of your life. Use it as a time to reflect, recharge, and grow. Remember that strength is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it is found in the quiet moments, when you are alone with your thoughts and your heart. That is where true strength lies. That is where you will find the courage to face life's challenges and the wisdom to live with purpose. Solitude is not the absence of others. It is the presence of yourself. And that is a beautiful thing.